Hello guys, Lord X is here and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. Right, just a quick intro here. We're going to get back in today. I've done all of the other fetch quests in the city of Uldar and in and around the area as much as I could off screen. Obviously there's places I haven't been further out than that you'll probably see a little bit of today. Yeah, so I'm going to get in. I want to do, ideally, probably the Thaumaturge's storyline, the next main story quest for the Black Mage, for that part. Although it's not main story. Well, it is, but it isn't, because it's just for your class. I want to go down that route rather than going to the quicksand and doing Mamodi's storyline. The actual main storyline, I'd rather not do that right now. We just hit start. It's got that title screen coming up. Yeah. I'd rather not do that right now. Just go back. Yeah, rather not do that right now, so I can just do the Black Mage quest, but or the Thaumaturge quest line, and we'll get that out of the way, get that done. It shouldn't take too long, but we'll do that, and I'll get it all on one video. So, with that being said, let's get in. Okay guys, so after doing all those fetch quests and stuff in the last video, I went round straight afterwards and done more fetch quests and stuff you wouldn't necessarily want to see on camera. So we're back here. We've got our main storyline quest, or next main scenario quest, as it says there up in the top left. We're not going straight to that. That will be with Mamodi again in the quicksand. I think it's called the Quicksand Adventurers Guild. Instead, we are going to Kokobuki, the Guildmaster of the Black Mages, or Thaumaturge's Guild, sorry, and we'll talk to him. He wishes me to learn more, of course. Yes, Exus, yes, the aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my Thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity, sorry. Let's go and see one of the other brothers. I don't know why the Thaumaturge's Guild has all these little guys in there. I know they have, those two look like they're having a creepy face-off. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, they're literally like midget sex pests. Anyway, yeah, getting off topic. I don't know why the Thaumaturge's Guild is full of Lalafell as the masters. I know the character's native stat has slightly more mana, or MP, or intelligence or something, but anyway. Let's talk to Kokobani. Aha, so Exus, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you. However, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-moment tricks to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flame sputters out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat? And mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A Thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reserves is naught but a man with a stick and a funny hat. I couldn't agree more. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your Thaumaturge is affected as a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spell is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a Thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of his incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost of his etheric stamina, your mana. Now with the concepts of etheric balance and efficiency casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 efts. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpses of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. As you wish. And where do we find these efts? I can't remember where they are. Let us have a look. It's our map, here we go. Central Finalen. Yeah, Central Finale. Okay. Let's hope I'm reading that map right. Yeah, I know where they are. And luckily, in the last episode in a video of where I've done all those, again, just done all the fetch quests, very bland stuff. It's not that I want. It is the teleportation spell, different from the return spell. Central Finale, Black Brush Station. It will cost me 176 gil, because teleportation is not free, unlike returning to where you came from. So that's fine. That'll take me just under 2,000. Let's go, bitches. Okay, so finding F's. I see a slight red mark. So this way and to our right. So back towards Uldar, but not quite because we go up here. Cool. Don't think any of these are naturally aggressive. I could be wrong. Do not quote me. So, okay, why the fuck up? I'm going the wrong way. Of course I'm going the wrong way. Egypt. It's yes, they're this way. Out the other side of here. Also, something I will touch on is this. Chocobo keeps. There you go. At the beginning of this game, you can't ride them at all. But when we've got to the point we have past level 10, I think it is, or when you've accessed them, I'm not sure which comes first. I think you have to be level 10. You have Chocobo porters. If you can't teleport, but you want to get somewhere fast for a small amount of gil, these things, the Chocobo, as in all Final Fantasy games, will run you to where you want to go. The porters, however, they do a direct, like, beeline to where a destination you have previously unlocked by talking to a Chocobo porter or Chocobo keep. They will directly run you there. You have no control over it. You just have to watch. Later on, you can hire one just to to move yourself. So a porter, but you get to rent it and you get to go wherever you want with it until time or however long its stamina runs out. I can't remember what it is. But then that'll fuck off and leave you. And then even later on, you get your own mount, which could be chocobos, horses, and everything in between. Anyway, Efts. So we've got antling workers out here. If I remember rightly, Efts are probably actually at level 10, so I'm going to have to be... yes, they're in the water. There we go. I do remember these things. Okay, let's do it. I'm guessing in that case they're going to be... Yeah, I'm going to have to use multiple... well, they're not that hard. A bit like the old Gigantoads, or Gigas Toads, whatever you want to call them. That's one anyway. Oh, I better change back to Blizzard to give ourselves some time to recover. Oh, there's sunbats here as well, which are part of my hunting log. May well take them on while I'm here, but first we'll change back to that, and we'll get close enough to blast this fucker from a distance. It requires the maximum mana, which is 38 for fire, or in its current condition is 38, so while it's at this level of power, but it is killing them quicker, so, and causing me not to die, so that's always good. Also dropping some crafting material, animal skins, or some selling material, depending on how you want to look at that. So we'll switch back now. It gives you like 2 seconds for your thing to cool down. By the time it's cooled down, you have enough to quickly transpose back to fire from Blizzard. It said for a minute something had been chained, but obviously... oh, actually, it only gives you 1 second. You get down to 1 second before you can transpose. If you're not using any other spells. It's fine. Okay, we'll go back to Blizzard, and again, bring our mana back around to where we need it. And our transpose back, again, to Astral Fire, so... And you will be doing this a lot later in dungeons, when you've got bigger spells and more casts of stuff. Have to mana manage handling. I mean, you are your team's nuker as such. I believe you're not necessarily going after one enemy, you're dealing with... Oh, fucking interrupted me, this shit. I believe you're dealing with the trash mobs as a black mage. Actually hurt me a little bit there. I'll kill 8 of these things, so... I'm within area, so it's fine. I can just wait here. There we go. So, not riveting combat, guys, I know, but needs to be done. Need to carry on the story, because although the guild quests aren't story as such, they're the story for your job class. So, job or class. I can't remember. I think it's class in this. So there, yeah. So they're important to your, at least your character's development, although not necessarily main story. Although they do have some effects on that sort of thing, ish. Especially if you're a lore buff or Final Fantasy buff, like I am, or I say buff, I'm not. But yeah, no, it's handy stuff. Okay, come on, deal with you, Froggy. Okay, change back. Minus 20% parried, so I parried that or I didn't badly, one of the two. Yes, it's nice to get some lore on the black mages in this world anyway. That did not work, I let that drop. Foolish. Oh well, you go straight back up to being the maximum cast anyway, so... This is the last one as well, so that's all good. And there we go, slayed the Eps. Right, let's deal with actually change that back, because I'm going to deal with a sunbat up here. Did not mean to do that, but hey. So deal with a few, however many of these guys we need to take on. Yeah, none of these enemies that have the little blue symbol by them, they don't aggro. They don't naturally come after me unless I attack them. However, as you can potentially see up there, the Antling Soldier has a red symbol. That's the hazard symbol. That means they will come and attack you if you get too close. Even when you're stupidly high level and they have no chance. Right, so Sunbat. Oh, got some rain. I do like the rain in this game. Hello, Sunbat. Come over here. Seems real overkill using a spell like this to destroy a sun, but just a little bat, but hey. Okay. Just wait for our transpose to come back, although there's no real need, but clap this little one over here. And then we can return to the Thaumaturge's Guild and claim our reward, which this time I will be choosing the gloves. Nothing else really stands out. And I want to get these bitch mittens off my hands. Nobody likes the bitch mittens. Oh, and level 11. Beautiful. And I believe, indeed. But look at this. I know, 21 out, difficulty level 1, 21 out of 30. That's a big chunk of experience, those 1700. I still need to get the Yarzon Feeder, Spriggan Grave Robber. I haven't seen them yet. The Yarzon Feeder, I know where that is. Quirium Shell, I know where the Quirium is, or Quirquim, whatever it's called, Shell Sweeper. I know where that is, but I haven't been there yet, and they're actually relatively. They'll be a bit hard for me at the moment, but So, 3 things. The Yarzon feeder I'll do next, but you might not necessarily see that. Anyway, I understand how in the rain, regardless of how good we're looking at. Let's return. Steps of Nold. Yes, please. Okay, let's get to the Azaneth Ossuary, as it's called. No, well, we're still getting wet, but you know, it's this way. There's a few people kicking about, doing their thing. What's this guy all about? You look a little bit beast. Whoop! Jump over your head. Okay, so should have done that to one of the midgets, really. Sorry, Lalafell. Moving on, let's go and get our gloves and get rid of the bitch mittens, although the gloves are yellow, so a little bit pansy, but hey, we do it for the magic. Okay, Coco Banny, what are you saying? Aha, you've arrived before me upright and breathing. Wonderful. It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to the necromantic divination. Tell me, Exus, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgic endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Flee or brandish my scepter as a club. Probably the bomb one. Yes, the scepter is certainly a lethal instrument of death. Your death, you valorous fool. Remember the first chapter. We do not close distance with our enemies, as we certainly do not hit them with finely crafted tool of thaumaturgy. Pray consider replenishing your energies with a vital of effort before you humiliating yourself in melee combat. I would do, but that wasn't an option. Alright? Ether, the draft of the gods. We thaumaturgists indeed, any who practice the art of arcane manipulation, value the substance above all others. It's because you're fucking junkies. Thus, it is with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastmen activity. It seems that Al-Majar raiding party has attacked a caravan on trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ethers. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Al-Jamar bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to our report, the armoured war transport was last spotted south of Drybone. And I believe Kokobuki has an additional request while you're busy incinerating Al-Majar. Be sure to collect some samples of their blood, assuming that you can draw from their smoking remains. Okay, so I was wrong. We don't get to hand this question yet. We have to go to Drybone, which is a place I haven't been yet. I think that's where it said to go. Let's have a little look. Indeed, central finale and then off to the side. Oh no, that's... Oh, Camp Drybone, yeah, I haven't been there. So we need to go to Blackbrush Station, which we have been to. I don't think the Chocobo Portal will take me there either, if I'm right. I think you have to have discovered the place first. I'm pretty sure that... In fact, I'm not even pretty sure that's right. I'm 100% sure that's right. Yeah, jump to the gun there, boys and girls. Thought we were done, we are not. Which is fine. I mean, the rewards you get for this quest are not really worth it, but at the end of the day, we have to go through this. As with all jobs, all job classes in this game, the road to Black Mage is not an easy one. I'm just wondering, because I cannot remember for the life of me, if I can use this giant one to travel for free, or if it's the same... Nope, don't want to do that. Get off there. Ethernet. No, that's all within... register favor to destination. Okay. Clearly we can't remember what those things do. No, we cannot. But we can teleport, so we will teleport. I'm not running now. Blackbrush Station is. Use some more of my gills. Boom. Cool, right, we're here. Let's talk to the Chocobo Porter, but I'm 100... I am... Whoa, steady on. Yeah, I also got that as a present, not the Chocobo, but the thing, the bridle or the girding or whatever the hell it's wearing. Basically, I can make my Chocobo look like a black mage, because that's how bored we get in this world. Hire a Chocobo Porter. Nope, we cannot. So, nothing, you're alright. Let's look at the map. Where is Blackbrush Station? I believe... Oh, it's all the way over there. I've got to go through the unholy air. Nah, I can make that. I can make that hard. That was not a pun. That came out completely wrong. Right, the quickest and easiest way by the looks of it. Nah, can't be right. Follow the train tracks. I wonder... Don't think I can get... Nah, the clutch is the other way. Yep, dry bone. I remember. We do have to go this way, guys. Pushing us on to new and interesting areas, which is good. The enemies will outstrip me a little bit. But I'm doing this quest right now for this video. And then I'll come back and collect all the other side quests that are associated with it, obviously. That you guys won't. Maybe you have to. You can maybe see them. Maybe you won't. Depends how I feel about it. Right, the clutch, if I remember rightly, yes. There's going to be Gigas Toads or Gigantoads, I think, or maybe just more powerful versions of Efts in here. I can tell you right now, because there's one down here, or two, sorry. Oh, Toxic Toad, and they're level 14. Let's try to avoid... I've had better ideas, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, and my sprinting skill was not willing to work then. I had run out earlier. We go up Eastern Finalen, which we could have got the dry bones the other way through the other section of Eastern Finalen. But it's kind of a long way round as well. Drybone, which strangely enough we fucking came to Drybone at the right time, because there's a monsoon going on now. It's not dry at all. Oh, I am not ready to be doing with any fates here right now. Oh, and these things do aggro. They're only level 12, but I don't want to deal with them right now. Ow. It's okay, I'll keep going. Should be able to outrun them. Because this is Camp Drybone. Again, the name is not doing itself justice right now. And I do... Yeah, we're fine. We're safe in here. I do like the weather effects in this game. I think they're alright. They're not the best. I mean, this is a 2010 game, guys. And it has held up phenomenally well. Things have changed a lot in 7 years. And it's even on the PS4 Pro anyway. Has a lovely update to 4K. So, supposedly native as well, which is impressive. Okay, so just mosey on, and I'll actually get my teleport attuned with this, so I can come here at any time now, of course at a cost. Unless I make it my home location, I can just hit the return button and come in for free. But lesser cost, but more time, but still unable to take damage. And if I find this guy over here, is he over here? Where is he? He is over here. No. In here maybe. I see the Chocobo Porter symbol. Is he above me? He's above me. Okay, gonna go and talk to him, because then we can just come back anytime. By Chocobo Porter, and it's significantly cheaper than teleportation, if I remember rightly. Sorry, Chocobo Keep. The service is called Chocobo Porter. As you go to do that, see, it's 30 gil to go back to the main city. Yeah, it takes 3 minutes, but you can have a little look around, have a sightseeing tour. Why the fuck not? Anyway, investigate armored war transport and obtain blood from Al-Jamar. So, let's smash that out in this video. Let's actually get the Mages Guild quest done. I'm up for that. So it's the one in blue. The blue arrow we're following. How far in is it? No, that's not the blue arrow because it's the fate. What am I talking about? Twat. It's over here. Oh, because I can see a purple fucking ether of death up on there. That looks pleasant. Okay, luckily these level 15 versions of those spine things that attacked me in the fate. Okay. Something's going to appear here, so... Okay, let's see if I can kill these guys. One of them is a magic user. Oh, this shouldn't be too much of a problem. He says, as he needs to change to Blizzard. Okay. Take the creative amateur blah blah to the Thaumaturge's Guild. So that was it. So okay, that's not too bad, guys. And unfortunately, though, we have to wait a little while before we can use return. So I'm going to use the Chocobo Porter. Let's take a nice. No, we're not doing that fate again. We're not doing the fate. Let's take a nice ride for the rain on Chocobo Porter, and it's nice because when we come here during the day, sometimes. What is the actual world time rather than real life time? I can actually tell. I'm not sure if it's day or night. I think it's now coming into early morning, but I can't remember. But it's nice because Drybone is a desert wasteland usually, so this is a pleasant change. I believe at a certain point another story arc part does take us here, so you've got a fat floating mount. Hara Chocobo Porter, yes, Uldar, take me to Uldar, thank you. Let's have a little ride. Dismounting the Porter. It's up in the top, the icon here, you press. Yeah, so we have no control over the Porter right now. We get another bar come up as well, which is a little bit annoying, but we have absolutely no control. This thing looks stupid. It has a Porter's hat on, for fuck's sake. It looks ridiculous, but we'll have a little ride. And like the nice little Chocobo main theme tune. I am going to remove that bar. I forgot about that bar last time, so... This saves me 150 gil or so, so... I'm not the most flush person. I haven't spent anything since I've been playing the game, but, yeah. Oh, there's a giant Cactuar elite enemy over there. That wasn't here the first time. Also, I believe, as a rule, I could be wrong, but while you're on a ported one anyway, it takes the safest line or something, so I don't think you can be attacked. Do not quote me on that. Now, just taking the sights. Well, we know it's daytime now. Maybe it was coming up to early morning. Looks like the rain's easing up. See, even on computer games, the English, we talk about nothing but the weather. How's the weather today? It looks rainy outside. That won't be too... I can't remember what level you get your own Chocobo at. And I believe it starts off as a standard yellow. I can't remember if there's a breeding thing. I'm sure I've seen people with other coloured Chocobos. There's various things you can do, I believe, because there's the Golden Saucer in this game, which is like the casino. I believe they even did add a Chocobo racing thing you could do with friends and win prizes and points and stuff. Who knows? But I think that's the thing they added. Very wanted mini game that they I don't know where it first appeared. I'm assuming it was Final Fantasy VII. That's the first game I saw it in. Don't know if they had it in 6, but I can't imagine it being that fun. But there we go. We are here. Let's go hand in our quest. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. What a mook. Few people running about. This person is AFK. You are fucking big. Silver Nettle. His name's Silver Nettle. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It is nice. I do like occasionally just walk around looking at people's silly names. Oh, not that mine's any different. Mine is equally as stupid. Shana Blutmond. Okay. That's the only. I mean, that's why they have teleporting stones around the big city. What are you doing? Are you a red mage? Pretty sure the red mage is actually a new class. I could be wrong. It's been that long since I played it. Come back here. I wish to see your fucking armor. What are you doing? Idiot. Probably jumping like that. Some people don't like being inspected, but you can put your stuff on private anyway. Who are you? What do you do? Oh, you're... That armor is not new. That's class armor, so... You've been... that's your second or third character. Anyway. You're just standing there with not much health. What's wrong with you? Yeah, let's go hand in this quest. Let's get this shit done. I'm kind of getting off track, just getting distracted by stuff. Sorry, guys. Coco Bunny. Do I detect the scent of ether and I trust the stench of Almajar blood? Bit of both, yes. Oh, 10 vials, 20, 30. The sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. What have we here, Coco Barney? This is a crate that was stolen. I see X's lessons have had the desired effect. I will assume the vial of viscous liquid you have there is the beastman blood, Coco Boosie. I should be pleased. That's right, Coco Boosie should be pleased. Coco Buki, you left word for me to visit the ossuary. Have you finally decided to begin my training in thaumaturgy? Ah, Coco Boosie, good of you to come. X here was kind enough to obtain supply of Almajar blood for you. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how he had been using the substance in research of creating a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the result of such experiments. So you see, Boosie, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You needn't become a thaumatized to be part of our family. Oh, he's gonna go crazy, isn't he? That's right, Boosie. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place, and our skills are not exactly suited to keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight at your side. Boosie, we cannot stand through the thought of you being harmed. Pray do not do anything foolish. Exus, if you are done here, I will speak with you further. Oh yeah, I also got some different boots. They don't look quite so faggy, but they look chunky as hell now. Oh, poor little guy. He just wants to be a thaumatage. Feel sorry for him. Well, where did you come from, crazy cat lady? You look like you're looking at him like he's a mouse, like you want to eat him. And these guys look like they're creeping on her. Anyway, yeah. Guild leader. As I mentioned before, Coco Boosie is dangerously unsuited to wielding a thaumaturgy. Yes, you've said it like fucking so many times. Even with the proper training, he'd be unable to evoke the smallest flicker of flame. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on his woefully inadequate etheric reserves would likely kill him. Ah, but I did not request your presence to discuss my brother's tragic circumstance. You have completed every trial set before you thus far. I believe you are sufficiently entrenched in the abyss of thaumaturgy that a sojourn to another guild will not unduly affect your studies. Within the walls of Uldar, you might visit the Pugilists Guild and train at the feet of Hammond Holyfist, crossblades with First Sword Militia of the Gladiators Guild. Or should you tire from the demands of battle, there are guilds that offer instruction in trades, weaving, goldsmithing, and alchemy. I believe there is even a guild that teaches mining of all things. I should hope, of course, that thaumaturgy remains your first and foremost obsession. Do not absent yourself from us for too long, Exus. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock classes can be undertaken by speaking with receptionists of corresponding guilds. There exists a myriad of disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. So we have now been, you have to be level 10, but we have been given permission, which you need to do this quest if you want to take another job, another class. I can now basically go and go to the Gladiators Guild, pick up a sword and shield and start smashing stuff, become that class instead, and then switch between the two. I do not wish to do that, that's not going to happen now, but it's given me permission to, as well as we can now start doing crafts, so I can like be a jewelsmith or a blacksmith. Again, I'm going to take the gloves. Gear sets, explaining that to us. Thank you very much, I know how to do gear sets and what they are about. Gear sets now available, yes. Oh, we got the copper scepter anyway. And it gives us a +1 intelligence and it's better than my staff, so I'm going to have to. I do prefer. You're going to let me equip you? Thank you. I do prefer the staff. I like the way it's held, I like the way it animates in battle, and these shitty little. It's not that much. Actually, it's not enough better. Fuck it. It's only +3 better on damage, and I still get 1 intelligence. I wasn't looking at the correct stuff. I wasn't looking at what I have equipped. I was looking at because what I have equipped is here. Yeah. Other than that, there's fuck all better to it. Yeah. Screw you. I get the staff. I don't need that much damage. But these get equipped better. They're bright yellow. They still look pretty shit, but it's better than having the chunky bitch mittens, I think. Yeah, they look more. In fact, they look very fucking hand-like. It's fine. They just look bright yellow in here. Good. All is good, and the next one is either at 15 or 20. Yeah, level 15. Yep, obviously decline because we can't take it. Whoa. Part dragoon-ish lady, maybe? I don't know what's going on there. I know you seem to be an archer, bard, maybe? Just out of nowhere, like fucking behind me. Anyway, I'm afraid that I have to do for this video, guys, because I've run out of time. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I very much enjoyed playing, even though it was just one major quest. I enjoyed it. Again, love the Black Mage. Again, love playing Final Fantasy, so that's brilliant. I, as usual, have been Lord Exus, and this has been Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you guys join me next time on the next video. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in a bit.